Good morning, guys. It is March 19th. We finally reached Deuteronomy, and I understand that there may be a lot of you guys that kind of fell off the trail and quit reading. But I want to encourage you that if that is you, then to get back on that horse and don't try to catch up. Just start with us today and trug along once again. Today we read about a kind of depressing conversation that Moses has with God. Now we know how much Moses meant to the kingdom of God, how much he did for the Israelites, and how God had appointed him through the burning bush and everything that Moses did. But if you look in chapter 3, verse 26 of Deuteronomy, Moses says this: "At that time I pleaded with the Lord, O sovereign Lord, you have begun to show your servant your greatness and your strong hand. For what God is there in heaven or on earth who can do the deeds and mighty works you do? Let me go over and see the good land before the Jordan, that fine hill country and Lebanon." You see, Moses is, God, let me go to the promised land. I've worked so hard. It's been 40 years. Let me see the promised land. And here's God's response. You would expect God to say, okay, you know what? Yeah, that's fine. You've done a lot. I'm going to let you. But he says, that is enough. Do not speak to me anymore about this matter. Go up to the top and look west and north and south and east. Look at the land with your own eyes, since you are not going to cross the Jordan. But commission Joshua and encourage and strengthen him, for he will lead this people across and will cause them to inherit the land that you see. You know, so not only does he say no, but he says you go up the mountain and you look all around you, because that is the land that you aren't going to be able to enter. You're not even going to be able to cross the Jordan. You know, they're on this side. They have to get to this side. You're not even going to be able to cross the Jordan to enter it. But I have one more job for you, Moses. He says, I want you to encourage and strengthen Joshua, for he is going to be the one to lead the people. Guys, sometimes I look at my own life and I look at my own situation, my own struggles with God or with my family, and I'm down in the dumps. But God still calls us to be a people who encourage one another, who strengthen one another. That when I'm down, I don't go and bring everybody else down, but I still encourage my brothers and sisters in their struggles, and I still encourage them to be the people of God, even though at that time I may not want to be that person because I'm struggling so much. Now, I'm not saying don't let other people carry your burdens. Definitely. When I'm down, I want to share it with you so that you can help me and we can struggle and carry it together. But I am still called that when I have a bad day, I shall strengthen you. I am still called that when things are going wrong, I am going to encourage you and your walk, because you have people to lead to Christ. You have your family. You have yourself. And I feel for Moses here, because it's got to be the most depressing news that he has heard. You are definitely not reaching the promised land. But I want you to encourage Joshua. I want you to strengthen him. And guys, sometimes, you know, when we are put out of position or whatnot, that we're called to strengthen and encourage the people that may replace us. You know, if you're playing soccer and all of a sudden you're not captain, you may be called to still strengthen and encourage your successor, the person who becomes captain after you, or you know, maybe even in the youth group. You know, when someone takes, you know, a position that you're used to doing, you are still called to strengthen and encourage them. And guys, that is my challenge to you for the day. Be people who strengthen and encourage each other and your friends at school, even when you don't feel like it. Love you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful and fabulous day at school. And guys, I know most of you haven't been reading, and that's okay. But please, get back on the horse, start today, and Let's make this work. All right. Have a good one.